everyone, and welcome to All Things Fantasy, where I talk about books, games, and films about all things, well, fantasy. I'm Matt, also known as, well, All Things Fantasy, or Wolven, depending where you can find me, and welcome to tonight's game. We are joined by these amazing group of people, all 5 of them, 6 if you include myself, 7 if you include our amazing mod, as we play Pathfinder's Rise of the Runelords. We are going to go straight to the players after a brief moment of me talking to you, talking to me, talking to you, my dear chat. There's several things you can do during tonight's game. First of all, you can pick plot twist cards. Pick a number from 1 to 51, and I will draw out a infamous plot twist card. These can either help or hinder the party, and there are many, many consequences to discover. So make sure you give me a number. Second of all, if you wish to give these guys a hero point or myself a jinx point, we also have donations. Donations, the thing will be the links and all the doobly-doos we put up in a second, I assure you, hopefully, fingers crossed. But there are donations, there are plot twist cards, and you're more than welcome to just talk and chat. Now, let's go to our players, shall we? Hello, how are you going tonight?
Yeah, absolutely fine.
Great.
Oh, well.
Wonderful. We're going to start off in the typical order of how we start off with Realm of Russ, who is playing our dear friend. I can't remember the name because these are still...
Hilda.
There you go.
Hilda.
Hilda, yes. How are you going, Russ?
I'm doing well. I'm looking forward to tonight's session.
Wonderful. What can you tell us about Hilda?
I am playing Hilda, the Dwarven Cleric. She is a Oathkeeper dwarf, and she's basically... she's probably about to be in for some trauma, I would imagine. But other than that, she seems to be going well and having a great time.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
All right. Then we'll go across to Nightingale. How are you going, Nightingale?
I'm alright, thanks, Matt.
That's good. Now, you weren't with us last week, so you can tell us a bit, not a little bit, but a bit about your character, Nolna.
Well, Nolma is a champion of Dresna, and that's as far as I got. She's pretty chill.
Perfect. Is she an orc by any chance?
Oh yeah, she is. Half orc, in fact.
Alright. So an orc champion of Desna. Beautiful. Perfect. Alright. Next, going along the list, we have Sandpiper, who's playing Flame tonight. How are you going, Sandpiper?
Very good, thank you.
Tell us a little bit about Flame.
Well, Flame is a elven gunslinger of a drifter.
Yep.
Currently in a world of hurt, regretting some life choices.
Yep. Wonderful. Next, we have Tastiel playing the charismatic Alfonso. How are you going, Tass?
Hi, I'm doing fine. How are you?
Good. Tell us a little bit about Alfonso.
Yeah, well, do. Alfonso is in Team Trauma too, because he was beside Hilda when his friend Melchar died.
Yes.
After we figured out that there was a disconnection between her being some ghostly figure and actually trying to heal her, didn't kill her further. So she's dead now.
Yep, she is.
But she's also speaking to us. It's quite confusing. So Alfonso is going to have a difficult time.
And talking about the character in question, Gajavi Melcher, how are you going?
I'm doing well.
Would you say Melcher feels a couple of pounds lighter? She's
Yes,
looking a
feels
little
free
bit
spirit.
fair at the moment. Some would say airily beautiful. It's because she's a ghost, guys. I'm trying to make the joke. Anyway, tell us a little bit about Melsha.
Yes, well, as has been said, Russia has a slight case of the dead, but got a little better. So yeah,
Yeah, I think she's all right. I think she'll make a
Yeah, that-
recovery.
But mechanically, she's a summoner, and her eidolon is her corpse.
Yeah. All right. So, shall we get into tonight's game? Yes. Wonderful. You find yourselves on the streets of Sandpoint. A multitude of dead goblins surround you, and the sounds of battle seem to be growing in the distance, seem to be getting quieter and quieter. You hear the sounds of shrieking laughter turn into shrieking fleeing, as goblins seem to go from the chaotic madness that they are inducing on the town to a full retreat. Meanwhile, the party finds themselves not too far away from the just newly opened citadel, in a side alley over here. Dead goblins surround them. Meanwhile, Melsha is on the ground, seemingly speaking from her midsection, not her actual mouth, with Hilda, Flame, and Alfonso, followed closely by Nalna, as she makes her way up here to check on what's happening. In a small, tight group around Melsha. Meanwhile, huddled against a corner is a well-dressed individual with a staff. The scene is yours.
Is everyone alright?
Fine, alright.
I've been better.
Whoa! Whoa!
No,
whoa.
we're
just
not
gonna-
all right. Can you see? My friend died. What's with the guards here in this town? How can it be that goblins came and running around like they did?
It's been an ongoing problem. I'm so sorry about your friend.
So, to step in, it is definitely not an ongoing problem. This is the first time that goblins have banded together, and you can actually recognize different tribes of goblins working together. You saw some goblins from the Lictor tribes. They're dressed in this blue kind of fabric. You saw goblins from the Thistlewood tribe. You saw goblins from just the 5 major tribes around the area. They don't typically work together, but they seem to be for this raid.
Okay, Recon. I'm so sorry. This normally doesn't happen. I don't understand. They don't usually band together like this.
Oh, you're sorry. Tell us to my friend. She died.
See, there's something. Can Nalna do a check over to see if there's anything she can do?
Yes. Roll me a medicine check, please.
Pleasure.
While this is happening, I'll manifest next to my body.
Yes. At the moment, you are still quite invisible.
That's a 19.
The person lying on the ground with deep lacerations in their back, neck, and shoulders is 100% dead. As in dead. As in dead as a doornail. Actually, deader than a doornail, because a doornail doesn't have multiple lacerations across its neck, chest, neck, back, and shoulders.
Are her eyes open?
Yes.
I gently close them and send a prayer to Dresner.
Yeah.
Don't touch her.
Okay.
And there's this small kitsune with shaggy fur. It's standing up on edge, and he's like angry, shaking. He's not sure if you're not sure if he's going to shout at you, if he's going to cry. He's just totally confused about the situation.
I'm just gonna get.
Alfonso, it's all right. doubt she's going to do any more damage than has already happened.
No, that voice comes from an empty spot directly beside where the body lies.
Who's there? Hello?
That would be me, Melcher, the dead woman.
It's so good. And at this point, Alfonso will start to cry. It's so confusing.
You can all hear that?
Sorry, I missed out of it.
Can you all hear that?
Yes, and I assure you, I haven't been drinking that much.
I am sorry about that. And Hilda just looks really awkward.
I'm sure it's not your fault, dear.
Yeah.
Is anyone else injured?
I'm just saying, ow.
I think
Says a crying from a nearby corner.
Okay. Oh gee, how do I do this? When I find it, I'd like to lay on hands on Flame just to heal her up a bit.
Yeah, absolutely. You can definitely lay on hands on Flame. Your soft purple light, I'd say, like a soft purple light illuminates
like a
Flame.
light. Yeah.
Flame, give yourself 19 hit points back, please.
Yep, so it brings it back up to full.
Yes.
Awesome.
That's a crazy strong lay on hands.
Yeah, speaking, I thought it was 10. Start up.
Wait, no, it's because you rolled a 1d20.
Hmm?
That's a medicine check, not a lay on hands. You haven't rolled a lay on hands, have you?
That medicine check was to check if I was dead.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Lay on hands is just a flat 6 per spell level.
yeah, roll that, sorry. 6
No,
plus...
it's a flat 6.
Oh, well then, yeah. Flame, you got 6. Sorry?
Yep.
Sorry, just been playing Paladin for so
Yeah,
long.
no, that's
It's
absolutely
like,
fair. I
know
haven't
lay on hands.
played a paladin
I
in
was
this
looking
system,
for lay
so
on hands, like, where is it?
absolutely call me up.
But maybe she's the avatar of Desna. Hmm?
Ah. Also, GM override is always a thing.
It's okay.
Flame's just going to get back to her feet.
Yep.
Yesterday I had lunch with her. She was such a nice woman, and now she's dead. Oh, and not dead. And he's fuddling out a handkerchief and cleaning his snout.
Nalna, please roll me a religion check.
Of course.
You can also roll one for me, Hilda.
12.
Yep. Hilda? Alright. It is clear to the both of you that Melcher is a ghost. Apparently she has some unfinished business in this world and has some reason to continue being here.
But we can't see her.
No, you cannot see her yet.
Okay.
It generally takes a while for a ghost to take a solidified form. This is a fresh ghost, newly born. It is at the moment a wandering consciousness.
it's currently bleeding all over the ground.
Yes.
Nana puts her hand on Alfonso's shoulder and goes, maybe we should... I'm so sorry for your loss. Maybe we should take this to the temple.
Meanwhile, Melcher's like, I'm right here, guys.
Melcher, is it okay if I pick up your body?
It'd be okay, but I could probably move it on my own. You should probably say to him first. Pointing to this guy, even though no one can see me.
Oh, the noble, Hilda says. I'd forgotten about him.
He cries louder.
Flame's gonna walk over to him and see if he's okay. Probably returning her rapier towards Sheath.
Alright, as you walk over to him, you see that he is a well-dressed individual. He carries a stick. His hair is oiled back and slick, and his clothes look really expensive. And I'm not just talking expensive just because he can, but this is like the casual form of expensive.
Are you alright?
He looks
How
up.
are you?
He looks up and sees you, Flame, and who else approached him? Flame,
No.
Nalna, and did you approach him too, Hilda?
Yeah, Hilda will walk over.
All right. He looks at the three of you. Can each one of you roll me a d6, please?
Sure.
6.
He looks up at you, Nalna. You! He kind of scrambles up to his feet and grabs you by the hand and kneels down, almost making you fall over again because he's like because he's already like shoulder height to you, and then he drops to his knee to grab your hand, which makes you double over, and he kisses it quite delicately. Thank you for coming and rescuing me. Such a brave one should such a brave one who'd come and fought the goblins away.
Good sir, I think it's more of these guys you have to thank for them, but thank you.
He gives them a rather cursory glance and then looks back at you. I wouldn't know where I would be without your strong, brave presence out here protecting us common folk from these monstrous creatures.
Okay. Are you alright? Can you get yourself up and maybe get you a cup? Maybe we can get you a cup of tea in the temple. Have a calm down.
Oh, generous and kind, as well as brave and stoic. Of course. Can I ask your name? Great warrior. Nalna, I will sing it forever with it upon my lips. I am Alderon Foxglove.
Pleasure.
He gives you another kiss on the hand.
Alright. Okay, and she kind of gently guides him to the temple to get one of her
He tries. He kind of like opens his arm slightly as if he would like you to interlock it, but like I said, he's about shoulder height to you.
You want a pat on the shoulder? Can you stand and walk on your own?
Yes, of course I can. For I am such a small thing shouldn't harm me at all. He stands up and then he cries out in pain as he drops to his knee. Alas, it seems like my ankle has been damaged in the fight.
All right. I scoop him up, bridal startles.
Yep. As you scoop him up, his face kind of reddens a little bit.
Hang on, we'll get you fixed up in a jiffy. Start walking to the temple.
All right. Whilst that's happening, Flame and Hilda, what are you guys thinking as you watch this scene?
Hilda just sort of glances over at Flame and sort of just rolls her eyes a little bit and then like looks down and sees just the amount of blood and stuff that she's got on her shirt and is just like, ugh. Deeply uncomfortable about that.
Yeah. And Flame is thinking, this guy is like, what about his ankle? Looking at her red shirt, which used to be white. She'd be scrubbing it for hours.
Perhaps we should get our friend into the temple.
About that, Hilda, can
agreed.
you give me a hand, please?
Of course.
At this point, can I kind of just use a bit of necromancy to make it stand up so I can just walk myself to the temple?
As a thought, you don't even have to use the magic. As you think about standing up, the corpse kind of shambles up to its feet, much to the horror of everyone around you.
And Alfonso is stumbling back and falling on his ass.
It's almost as if you ordered the body to stand up.
Melcha, are you doing that? What's happening?
Don't worry, it's me.
Yeah.
You
Next
saw,
time-
you saw that I can do necromancy during the fight. I raised a skeleton, remember?
Just probably warn us next time because I nearly snapshotted you, Flameshead.
Duly noted.
She's just holding the pistol aimed.
And Alfonso's sitting on the ground, looking up, staring at his corpse with his big puppy eyes, and he's like, "Oh, I guess I need a drink and a hug." And he's stretching out his arms, waiting for someone to hug him.
Flame's just going to walk up to Alfonso and just drag him over to any stand that's somewhat intact with drinks.
But the question is, Melcha, do you ask your corpse to give him a hug?
I don't ask it. However, Melcha thinks that she would give him a hug if she could.
The corpse shambles over and gives you a hug, Alfonso.
And he's taking it. He doesn't care. At this point, he doesn't care. I'm so sorry that you died. And he started crying again. He's very emotional right now.
Is there any relatively intact stands with drinks on them?
Yes. One of the places that was doing the meals, I think it might be the White Deer. The White Deer still has a few casks left, kegs left that haven't been tapped.
Flame's just going to fill up some tankards and keep one for herself and hand the other to Alfonso.
Yeah.
Here, get this into you.
Thank you. Thank you.
And then she's just going to just scull hers.
After a bit of time, I'd say once you all settle down, you all make your way into the cathedral.
Mm-hmm.
Now, luckily, since the second event took place, as the second consecration didn't take place, you do not get burnt as you enter the temple.
Oh, good.
But you do all make your way into the temple. There you see huddled civilians around the place, and all just kind of looking at you and asking if the goblins were gone and whatnot. Father Xantus is also present in this area as well. He's giving blessings and praying for those outside.
Is there a healer in the building? I pop the nobleman down in one of the pews.
Father Xantus looks firstly at you, Nelna, and then at you, Hilda.
Yeah.
I'm tapped out.
My healing spells have not been overly successful as of late. I also am incapable of healing myself, and I'm pretty badly injured, so I would like to find somebody else who's capable of doing this stuff as well
Of course.
as possible.
Acolytes, see to them, please. About 3 acolytes make their way up to you and start assessing your injuries and start healing. Father Xantus himself makes his way up to the group too. So, what occurred outside? Is it safe?
Define safe.
There are currently no goblins. Oh, that's a dead body.
Yes.
Wait, what?
Yes, I am dead. Are you capable of resurrection?
Holy water! Ha! He splashed in a complete wrong direction.
Me? Father, perhaps you shouldn't be throwing holy water on our friend?
Ah. So it's not a haunt or a ghost?
Yes.
A form of unholy undead?
Not intentionally?
Excuse me, dear sir, she died defending your cathedral. Show some respect, please.
How does Father Xantus feel about undead? Well, I'm not a priest of charisma, so it should be okay. Well, I guess I might. I don't think I have a resurrection anywhere. The town is too small to have the necessary requirements to perform a full resurrection. I guess you're just stuck the way you are at the moment, I'm afraid. But don't worry, don't worry. I can make some calls up at Magnamar and see if I can get the supplies brought in for you.
That'd be appreciated.
For now, let me just preserve your body for now, yes?
What would that entail? And would it affect me too much after the resurrection?
No, it basically preserves the flesh from rotting away and necrotic stuff, like mold and stuff filling into it. It's basically
That
just
would
to
be
make sure that the body's fine.
I would appreciate that.
He places his hand over the, especially as you're standing up, he places his hand over Melch's eyes, and the room seems to glow a slight purple, and then it fades. There. That should keep you. That should preserve your body for a while. By my count, around 2 years.
Hopefully I don't need that long.
No, exactly. And I shall make some calls to the Windsong Abbey, as well as some other places up in Magnamar to see if we can get some resurrection stuff for you. That shouldn't be a problem.
Perfect.
Meanwhile, everyone gained 5 hit points back. Except for you, Melcher.
Yay.
As the acolytes tend to your wounds and give you some healing.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
At this point in time, the doors open, and a rather large, burly individual with a massive club on his back storms in. Good. You're all safe. This individual is Sheriff Hemlock. He has about a mane of black hair that's turned salt and pepper with a rather slim beard. Has anyone seen Mayor Kendra?
No, I'm afraid not.
I'm sure she's not too far away. I saw Miko take the mayor shortly after the attack happened. Is everything okay? What happened here?
It would appear goblins attacked, Hilda says.
Insightful. Thank you, Hilda. Hilda?
I mean, like, they attacked the area and we managed to kill as many of them as we possibly could. But there was a little bit of death, doom, and destruction here as well.
Unfortunately, that cannot be helped. Thank you for protecting the town. I appreciate it. I am curious about how these goblins got in, though. I'm about to do a sweep of the town to make sure there's nothing left. Most of the other townsfolk have gone back to their homes to escape the madness that tonight has been. I guess the Swallowtail Festival is over. If you're
Okay,
up for it.
you have no idea where they came from? I was going to ask that.
No idea at the moment. We just drove them back into the forest and woods and swamps and whatnot. I was going to do a sweep of the town to see if there are any more hiding around. I know this is a lot to ask, and I know some of you might not have the history with Sandpoint as others, but you seem to be able to hold yourselves quite well. Could I ask that you go around the town, and if you find any clues, bring them back to me, or if there is any other goblins, you either kill them or drag them out and drive them out.
Oh yes,
Of course, Father.
I will do it for Melcha.
Thank you. Xantus, make sure they're at full. I don't want to see any injuries on them before they head out. Father Xantus nods and gestures the acolytes once again. He nods his head and makes his way back out of the cathedral. The novices work extra hard to get each one of you up to full health. Except for you, Melcha.
Yay.
Nona will spend that time to be in prayer to get a focus point back.
Yep. During that time, one of the novices comes back with like this small potion. I'm sorry, sir. If this is an undead thing, maybe a harm potion might be able to heal it.
Possibly.
Yes, give it a shot. The novice makes his way up to you. His hand is visibly shaking Melcha as he offers the potion to your corpse.
You don't need to be afraid. She's a friend.
As the corpse kind of just sways a bit, staring lifelessly.
Yeah.
Flame's just going to walk up behind the acolyte and slap him on the back and say, "Come on, you only live once."
Should we keep track of how many people we've traumatized?
I don't think she bites.
Now, for those who don't know, there's actually a tally that I keep track of during the game, right? It's called the sin tally, right? I'm going to add puns as a new sin.
And Alfonso's looking to Hilda, and she's putting his hands on her shoulder. Hey, that's all right. It's not your fault. It will work out. We will get her back. I promise.
Hope so.
And I give you a little squeeze and let you go.
Thank you. Perhaps we should go and visit the rest of the town.
Yeah, let's find that goblin scum. I have a bone to pick.
Yeah. I better check on my the harbour master to make sure he's all right.
Melcha tries to concentrate and it's like, okay, find motor control. Reach for the potion and drink it.
It reaches out and grabs the potion and drinks it. Roll yourself a d8 of healing. Now, we just got a thing from the incredible Schoolie Eye. He has awarded yours truly with 2 Jinx points, as well as awarding 2 hero points to someone of your choice.
Well, I think maybe give it to the person who died.
Yeah.
So, 1 to Gajabi?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. There we go. And where would you like the other one given to?
I would vote for Hilda.
Hilda?
I feel like accidentally wounding your party member worse, it makes you not a very good hero. So, like, I'm actually going to vote for Alfonso because his, like, loyalty towards his friend is admirable.
I'm happy with that.
So to Alfonso?
Okay, that's the Piper.
Yeah, I was also going to ask a question before regarding the healing received. Did that include the wounded conditions?
No.
Yeah.
Specifically not.
Yeah. Okay, so I've got to
Alright. So the scene is yours. You wish to
Quick question again. We can. How do we focus? Get back here focus pool points. Is it just 1? Or can we?
It takes 10 minutes, and you should only have a maximum of 1.
No, I have 2
Ah,
because I have a feed.
cool. Yeah,
It's 1 at a time.
1 at a time. So you'll take 20 minutes.
Okay,
to
then
do
I'll
it.
just take 1 back. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine with me.
Yeah. Later on, there's feed options that let you regain multiple at once.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, let's go. Alfonso's quite triggered to get back into action, to have something to do. Maybe get some goblins,
Yep.
save some people.
Is it alright if I borrow a cloak so I don't immediately terrify everyone that there's zombies as well until they get used to this situation?
Sure. Just out this way. I'm sure there'd be someone out there who'd involuntarily donate us a cloak for you.
Or we could ask the sample. We're already here.
As the Xantus nods his head and offers you a rather purple cloak.
Thank you.
And I guess by time we should do something about this, about your face. Maybe I can add some makeup at some point, but not now. Later. Not to, I'm not trying to offend you, but your eyes seem a little pale and have this starry look at the moment. Sorry.
Look, it's understandable.
Alright, we're on
Anyway.
a hype train. Now, a hype train is rather special on our channel. Sorry to interrupt. But we're going to go with a hype train is... With each level of a hype train is the power of a item the party gets. So, If we stay at level 1, the party will get a level 1 permanent item they can use. They get to level 2, they can use a level 2 permanent item they can use. Level 3, level 4, level 5. Sound good?
Yeah, perfect. Thanks.
Wonderful. It's not each, it's just the
Yeah.
one. And it can't be a weapon or armor. It has to be something cool like an artifact.
Yes.
Alright, continue on, sorry. So you make your way, are you all ready to head out into the church? The cathedral?
Melcha, can your corpse walk by its own? Should I give him a hand, or how does it work?
I
I'm
can control myself.
Okay, sorry.
After all, I walk myself here.
You're right. You're right. And then Alfonso will follow Melcha or her body.
Everyone else?
Hilda follows him as well.
Yep.
Wonderful.
Flame's just going, yeah, follow and keep her eye out for unattended white shirts to replace her now red shirt.
Alright. You make your way out into the streets of Sandpoint. It is well and truly getting dark now. The sun is mostly set upon the horizon. There is no one out on the streets. You currently are on Church Street here, as you can see, in this area here.
Okay. What? Oh, sorry. You go.
I guess we should start to sweep. Maybe in the direction that the first lot of goblins came from.
I agree. Golems came from that way and that way. Because you had them coming from Junker's Way and south?
Nope. I believe so. Let me double check it. Yes, that sounds right. They're actually coming from the north, up Church Street, as well as Junker's Way.
Perhaps we head in the direction of Junker's Way. See if there are any stragglers along there. I don't think splitting up is a very good idea.
Perhaps they got in by boat.
Do goblins and water mix well?
Yeah, they're not too bad in water. The Lictode tribes especially so, because they live in a swamp.
Now I'm picturing hillbilly goblins.
Same.
Me too.
Hillbilly goblins riding gators.
Yeah. I wrote that down, thank you. Alright, so you're going to head across through Junker's Way, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As you make your way through that area, roll me a perception check as you do so.
Oh, Hilda's on fire.
I think Flame was more focused on acquiring a new shirt.
Flame, you do find yourself a new white shirt. However, as you make your way through, there is nothing really of note. A lot of people have kind of huddled away. They're not really looking at, there's not really anyone on the street. you eventually come to the Junker's Edge, this area up here, where a lot of garbage has been thrown over this cliff area. Now, known to you, Hilda, this is typically where goblins can find their bits and pieces to make stuff. But mostly this is just the town's tip.
Okay. Perhaps they gained their weaponry here. I think Hilda too like to explain that high perception check. She is very determinedly not looking at Alicia, as she's sort of like looking pretty much anywhere but at the party.
Yeah. Not too far away is the Old Light, a rather ancient place that is the ruins of a what many believe to be a lighthouse, though its immense size and the construction of it is still a mystery to most people in this area. Melcha, this is the reason why you came to Sandpoint to begin with, to examine this architecture.
Okay.
But apart from that, no goblins, no gobbos, not even the sound of a gobbo.
Is there a path leading from the junkyard up to where we are? Because that could have been how the goblins came in.
Not that you see, not from here. The path that you took is the easiest path to get to the courtyard, which is the Junker's Way path. If they did come from here, they would have had to climb up the cliffside and make their way through Junker's Way without being noticed. Possible. It's very possible that that could have happened.
Does it seem like... Oh, sorry, you go.
Does this sort of bay area look like the kind of bay that you could approach by boat feasibly?
Yeah.
So it's...
But
no
you don't
evidence of
see any
boats at the
boat of
moment.
any kind, or
No, you do not see any rowboats or anything like that.
Possible they came in this way, but the boats, if this is the case, has already left.
Perhaps.
what about the gates?
We could head back up Clift Street, I guess, towards the gates.
Yeah, I imagine somebody would have seen them climbing up those cliffs. How big are they?
Quite large. They're very impressive.
Quite large. Okay. They someone would have noticed, and the guards would have met them here.
Not necessarily. Flame's just going to look around the area. Just, is there any vantage points that could reliably see these cliffs?
Yes, several. There's a couple of houses along the side here that have a good view of the cliffside.
Any places that look like they could have guards in them, or a town watch?
No.
For Onzo, I think it's possible that they would have gone up here and observed if everyone was at the festival.
Maybe, but where did they come from? I couldn't imagine that somebody took them by boat and just left.
What's the ground
Well,
like? Oh,
How
sorry.
was the post to leave afterwards? Maybe we'll check the gates. or the bridges.
There's also the harbour.
The ground
I've got
itself.
one boat leave.
The ground itself is, well, it hasn't rained for a couple of days. It is in the middle of autumn, mind you. So the trees are still bare, but the ground is dry-ish for now.
Are there any tracks or anything on it?
Several, multiple, a lot.
Goblin tracks?
It's
Too well
difficult to
trodden.
tell.
Too well trodden to tell.
Yeah. Most of these streets are well trod, like a lot are really well trod.
Are there any they were murdering dogs and stuff as they were running through town? Are there any dead animals in this area
No, there is not.
or any Yeah. Okay.
Are there many living animals in this direction?
No, there are not.
Right. Because living animals could have indicated that they did not come this way.
However, you are also here.
Perhaps we should continue our search.
Right, I would suggest we take a quick glance at the north gate.
Yeah.
Agreed.
All right.
Agreed.
You make your way up Cliffside Street to get to the North Gate. Roll me a perception check. Alfonso and Nulna. As you make your way to the North Gate, something immediately grabs your attention. The gate is slightly ajar.
See that? Just
Well, the guards. And Alfonso's huddling up towards the gate.
There is, as you examine the gate, there is definitely a locking mechanism that enables the door to be locked on this side. The rules of the town is typically the gate should be locked with a guard posted to unlock the gate. But with most of the guards at the other end, is typically it definitely gets locked after nightfall. As soon as the sun starts setting, the door gets locked, right? But it's well after nighttime. It's well after sundown, and the gate is slightly ajar.
That's odd. I would suggest either the guards just forget to close the door, or someone open it intentionally and let the goblins in.
Because there's no damage to the lock, is there?
No damage to the lock.
I'm just going to poke a head outside the gate and see if there's any possible keyholes or anything like that on the outside.
There are not.
And then, is there any sign of a body or like a guard had been murdered at the gates?
Looking around, you do not see any sign of a dead body or any other sort of destruction.
Strange.
Any evidence of a guard being here recently?
Such as?
I don't know, stool, meals,
No.
weapons.
No, nothing like that.
Yep.
Perhaps we need to speak to the sheriff.
I agree.
He can at least tell us who was meant to be on shift.
But first, Flame's just going to close the gate
Yep.
to make,
Do you lock it as well?
Okay.
and then make sure it's locked.
Yep, wonderful. You do so.
Hmm.
And then the goblins, knowing
And,
they're trapped like rabbits, go nuts out of fear.
Yeah, and Alfonso was already turning and going back to the church and turning to Flame. Oh, right, that's a good idea.
All right. As you collectively turn it around as a group, there's a woman standing behind you. She kind of jumps a little bit. Oh, wow. Didn't expect you to turn around. So, hello. What are you doing here?
He could very easily ask you the same thing.
She steps into the light, and you see it is Amiko Kaijitsu, the owner of the Rusty Dragon Inn. She appears to have a long sword on her hip, as well as a small wooden shield on her arm.
Oh,
Apologies.
You're part of the militia, ma'am.
Well, once an adventurer, always an adventurer, right?
Hmm.
Let's see. We're here on. We're here by the sheriff. We are trying to find out where the goblins came from.
I thought the same thing. I did think that they came from the north. Did you find anything?
Yeah, the door was open. The gate was open slightly.
The gate was open?
Was not locked.
No, it should have been locked. It's after the gate gets locked after nightfall.
Yeah,
Festival or no festival, it is always locked.
That might be a weird question, but are there any goblins living in town regularly?
No.
Or friends of goblins?
Sandpoint doesn't have a great relationship with goblins, I'm afraid. Typically, we let them be if they let us be, but after tonight, I don't even think we can be like that anymore either.
Yeah, we should. Sandpoint should definitely send a message to them.
What do you think?
Absolutely, to prevent further issues like that.
Well, our local ranger should be getting here in the next couple of days. She has more knowledge about the goblin clans than I do. How about this? I set you up at the Rusty Dragon for a very affordable price, and you can stay there till she gets in.
That sounds good. Is Melcher allowed to come?
Yeah, of
And
course
I
she
point
is. I mean,
to-
Yeah, of course she is. Why wouldn't she be?
Just asking. She is a little bit odd sometimes.
Well, that's fine. Like I said, I built the Rusty Dragon to be a home for adventurers. So I'm sure, regardless. I mean, hell, you're a kitsune, and you're an orc.
Hi.
It's fine.
What's wrong to be an orc?
No, I'm just saying that out of all the unusual customers we've had, a kitsune and an orc is not very different from what's Melcher? Human, I guess. I can't really see under the cloak, but it's not really important.
Yeah. She's
Really normal.
she's quite shy.
She is completely normal human.
Yeah.
In any case, Amiko continues. You'll be welcome to stay at the Rusty Dragon for the next week on the house, and then I'll charge you an affordable price afterwards.
Thank you very much. That would be great.
Yeah.
We are going to give a report to the sheriff, and then we'll check in on you. Thank you very much.
Last I saw him, he was on I think he was on High Street last I saw him.
Oh, it's not
Okay,
too
guys,
far.
let's catch up quick.
Yes.
I guess I could use a bath.
I
I
better check on
definitely
the
could use one.
I better check on the friend.
Friend?
Yeah, the harbor master.
Oh, yes. You guys split up! Yes?
Okay.
Probably meet with the sheriff first.
Alright. As you get to High Street, you see it is empty. Luckily for you, Nanda, you know where the garrison is. Which is over here. You
This
make your...
way, guy.
Over here. Number 10 on the list. You make your way to the garrison, and you see it is quite busy. You see a couple of guards coming out with long swords and shields, and they nod to you as they exit. They seem to have like the shields with the scones on them that you can put like a torch in and carry it around.
Oh, sconce.
Yeah, that, sorry. No, I'm talking about the
not
baked
scone.
good. No, I'm talking about the baked good that you have like jam and cream on. They put those on their shields for like an after dinner snack.
I mean, you could be getting hungry at this point, so it doesn't sound like the worst idea.
Yeah, exactly.
And then we just see one guy just licking his shield.
Doubles as a plate, okay, guys? I like the taste. It has a great texture. Regardless, the entire garrison's lit up. There's torches everywhere. There's one or two guards coming in and out every now and again. In the middle of the garrison itself stands Sheriff Hemlock, talking to what appears to be Mayor Kendra Devrin. We're still looking, ma'am. We haven't found anything yet. Okay. Well, at the moment, I want the guard to focus on making sure that there's no more goblins in the town itself. I don't really care about how they got in. I just want to make sure we got them all. I understand, ma'am. Oh. Mayor Kendra turns towards you five. You were at the festival, weren't you?
Mm-hmm.
We were
That is
indeed.
correct.
On behalf
Yeah,
of
You
Sandpoint,
hired me.
on behalf of Sandpoint, as the mayor of Sandpoint, thank you for your assistance. It is greatly appreciated.
You're welcome.
Well,
Yes.
yeah. Now, would you like the disturbing news?
Mayor Kendra sits down. She starts going, "Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no! Who is it? Who is it? What happened?" Mayor Hemlock, as stoic as ever, just stares you down.
Unless someone's got in the habit of forgetting to do things, someone's left the possibly left the northern gate unlocked.
Where were you on the day of Furisman 28th? You specifically.
See, I honestly couldn't tell you because I was blind drunk at that point. I'm pretty sure I was in Riddleport, though.
Are you sure about that? He looks over to a large thing of wanted posters.
I'm sure.
You look familiar. How long have you been in
I
Sandpoint?
could say the same thing. I could say the same thing about you.
Sorry, sir, to interrupt, but we have pressing matters at hand right now.
Well, yes,
my
right.
friend just told you that your north gate was locked. Who was responsible for guard duty?
Northgate. Today is Zara. Zara, where are you? I'm here, sir. A halfling woman pokes her head out of a nearby room. Zara, you locked the gate, right? Well, yes. I locked it actually, half hour before the sunset, as is regulation.
Are there any witnesses to that?
Yeah, my partner Johnson. Johnson! Another halfling pokes his head out of a different door. Did you see Zara close the gate? Yes, sir. I saw her lock it too. Do you have anyone to collaborate? Yes. Actually, there was an individual. However, thinking about it, I couldn't quite tell who it was. They were kind of in the distance, like they were coming from the town. I distinctively remember because as we walked past, I told them that the gate was locked, and they turned away. Did you see who this person was? No, sir. They were hooded and cloaked. Don't you think that was a bit suspicious? No, because it's quite chilly at the moment.
Where did this person go?
They just went back into town.
And they may have been cloaked, but approximately, like roughly, how tall were they? Did they seem masculine or feminine?
Well, it was a big cloak. They were definitely a human or an elf. They're about that same height. Not a dwarf. A dwarf's a stockier, but I think it might have been a human or an elf. I couldn't tell if it was male or female.
But this person spoke to you, right?
No, they just turned around and walked off.
Hilda.
And you didn't find that odd?
Well, I thought they were heading back to the festival. You see, we're guards. We don't really get talked to a lot.
Yeah, but is it custom for you to lock the gate on nightfall?
Yeah, which we did.
And a person who's living in this town should know that.
Yes.
And a person coming along after nightfall, looking if the door is closed, is suspicious at all.
Well, not really. We just not really.
And I'm getting really right into her face.
I don't think so, because it might have been a new traveler. Because it's the Swallowtail Festival, we have a lot of travelers coming through. I mean,
okay, fair point. And I back up immediately.
Oh, fair point. I'm sorry.
Hilda sort of steps forward and puts her hands on like Alfonso's shoulder. It's okay. I think perhaps couldn't, and then she directs her like attention towards them. How well known is your gate locking? Like, who has access to knowing how to lock like the gate or the keys and stuff that are associated with it? Is it just a general thing in town, or would like anyone?
Well, it's actually quite a basic lock. It's just kind of like a latch.
Yeah.
Flame, you distinctly remember it is definitely just a latch.
Yeah.
So perhaps it could have been anybody after you'd locked it.
Yeah, might be the case.
Including the traveler or whoever it was that was wandering around with the cloak. Tell me, what did their cloak look like?
Kind of billowy.
Was it new?
It looked worn, like weather traveled.
Was there any distinctive marks on it? Patches? Badges?
No,
An
there weren't any
interesting
badges.
class?
Oh, the hood was extraordinarily deep.
Okay.
Like, we couldn't see the person's face or anything.
What color was the rose?
It was a distinct grey colour, like a slate grey.
Perfect for skulking around in the shadows then.
Is there any other items of clothes you got to look at? Like, I don't know, gloves, boots.
They had boots.
pants,
They definitely had boots.
What colour were the boots?
anything,
They were brown.
anything distinct. Yeah.
They were made of leather.
They have laces?
No, no laces.
Fine. Work.
I mean, they also looked weather worn.
But as in, these look like the kind of boots you'd wear in the fields?
They kind of actually look a bit like your boots. You know, except without the heels. Do you have a grey cloak?
No.
Are you sure?
I did have a leather whaler's jacket, but that
Open up your
kind of
bag.
threw it away.
Open up your bag, please.
Sure, here's some rope, my water skin. I don't know why I ever got this packet of chalk.
Okay,
some
yep, that's fine.
bread.
That's fine. Just making sure you didn't
sorry,
have...
sorry, ma'am. I can vouch for this woman. She was with us as we were attacked by the goblins.
Okay, that's good. I'm sorry. It's just the boots look really familiar.
No, that's it's good. It's good. You're doing your duty. Well done.
Yeah, I get that a lot with my boots.
Okay, we can agree that everyone in this town could have opened this sledge. No skill needed.
No skill needed.
Hmm.
Have you found any more goblins in this town by now?
We found a couple. We've driven them out or actively hunted them down. I don't know if we got them all. Mayor Hemlock speaks up, but we will get them all. It's only a matter of time. It's about trying to get as many of them down before they cause too much of a nuisance. They're like rats.
What about your bridges? Are they secured?
Tanner's Bridge and Sandpoint Bridge, yes, we have guards on them now.
But you
I'm in the
didn't have.
harbour.
Were the guards all along, or only
No.
now?
What happens is that we have 10 guards standing at this point in time. Those guards are actively patrolling the area. They hit all the major areas. We've had 4 of those guards on patrol with 6 guards at the cathedral itself due to the festival, making sure that law and order is maintained there. We had to call in our reserve 10 people to start going around. So we actually are a small team here at Sandpoint.
I came to notice there are some buildings on the other side of the bay. What about them? Are they safe?
I'm just gonna quickly open up my things because I definitely know this off the top of my head. Those are some of the manners of some of the more important families in Braylong, in Sandpoint.
And I guess they have personal guards.
Some might not. The Keijutsu family don't have personal guards. They're more mercentiles than anything else. The Devrin household probably has a couple of guards there. Mayor Kendra goes, well, just a butler. Oh. Yeah, the Devon household's well defended. Yes.
I see.
Would you like us to continue to patrol the town and see if we can find anything else? Or
If
could
you
we
like.
seek out-
If you like. Now that we have the reserves in, it shouldn't take too much trouble for us to sweep the rest of the town. We would appreciate if you could. However, we can't afford to pay you for it.
Perhaps we could go the long way back to our accommodation? Visit your friend as well? She kind of nods towards Flame.
Yeah. At least so that much.
Sorry for me being so nosy. I appreciate your help, and I hope we will sort this problem out. You did a great job, after all. And I give all the guards a thumbs up.
Yeah.
And then we're going to leave.
Well, before we leave, Moshe asks the guards, what evidence have you turned up regarding what the movements of the goblins? Because we found what was happening at the gate. Have you found anything else?
We had a random plot twist brought in, which means we get to choose 2 plot twist cards that get played automatically. So Jasmine, the first plot twist card is Envy, and the second one is Mistaken Identity. Please put a number 41 or 38 in the chat for me, please. I won't tell you which one is which. Yes, Sheriff Hemlock begins. It seems that these goblins must have been smuggled in. The main attack force did approach from the north, but there was a... Oh, okay. There was a wagon that appeared to have a smaller strike force within it. Wait. Sheriff looks more intently at you, Flame. You're not... My lady, I didn't recognize you. I apologize. He gives you a quick bow. I'm sorry. I didn't recognize you. What are you doing all the way from Magnamar?
Flame's got to give a curtsy. Apologies not necessary. Just been traveling. I figured I'd drop in on the festival.
Oh, no, of
and
course.
Also catch up a few individuals.
Man Kendra looks...
acquaintances.
Man Kendra looks a little confused. Oh, don't you recognize Lady... Don't you recognize Lady... Sorry, let me try to get the name. I remember. Got it. You don't remember Lady Cuddlewat, right? Lady Cuddlewat? You mean that Magnamarian noble? Yeah, yes, of course. The one who specializes in, the family who got its wealth by trading wool and linen and that sort of thing. Very powerful, very influential. It's such an honor to have you within our town. Mayor Kendra goes, But isn't she a brunette? No, I'm pretty sure she has red hair. Yeah. Milady, please sit by the fire. Try to get warm. Meanwhile, I'm assuming your servants will get to work. Yes.
Oh, I've got acquaintances I have to check in on to make sure they're alright.
Oh yes. I'm assuming some sort of trade deals. Just be careful, the Skanzi. They will try to. They will tell you anything they want. Anything that you want, but most of the time they will. They will grab something in return.
I appreciate the warning. And Flame just gives a curtsy.
Do you leave at that point?
Yeah, with the rest of the party.
Yeah.
What was that about?
I didn't know you were a noble.
It's always a useful thing. To a point.
Meanwhile, Flame, you had no idea what he was talking about.
Matt, can I do a society check to
Absolutely.
find out if I know? Okay, I will do that because Flame is everything but not a noble.
With a 10,
Yes, she is. She is. Oh, my lady. Sorry, I didn't know you're of noble blood. I'm very sorry, and I give Flame a deep bow. I'm glad I saved you back there. If you vigilantly fighting against Goblin by yourself, I'm going to tell the story to all of your people.
It's preferable if you don't. I'm just
But,
trying to keep it also a bit of a down low as well.
Oh, and you're modest too. It's a high quality of a leader. I assure you that. Your people will love the story. Please allow me.
Preferable if it doesn't get about. It may affect some trade agreements.
As you wish, my lady.
And
Some other
Alfonso
trading
here.
groups.
Sorry.
Yeah, some other trading groups might view it as I'm stepping on their toes just being here.
Also, some people do appreciate their privacy.
Yeah.
Hilda, Naldo?
Hilda just sort of like curtsies a little bit and just sort of like, oh. Hilda straight up has no idea what lying is and is just not very good at like even like that. The thought of it even the slightest being a deception to her, she just has no concept.
Yeah. Alright. You make your way to the docks. Now, the docks are one of the... Flame leads you directly to like the dirtiest, grottiest, like most lowly sort of dock area up near Hook Street. It's like the dingiest docks ever, right? And Flame leads you right to it, as if she knows exactly where she's going. Flame, up the docks, you believe there is a local bar around here known as the Hagfish Bar.
Yep, the old Hagfish.
That is where you believe the dockmaster to be.
Yep. So she just walks up to the door and checks to see if it's unlocked.
Oh, the Hagfish is always unlocked. Rowdy music can be heard from coming inside. The windows have been stained with grime. The outside looks like it has never been washed. And looking at the floor just before the door is open, it looks like you might be able to slide to your table instead of walk.
Yep, she just opens the door and walks in.
All right. As you walk in, the loud of raucous music approaches you. There's a lot of people dancing. Uh, there's really low lighting. The bar itself is stained with several sorts of aromas of dubious natures. And in the center of the bar itself lies a large, disgusting, kind of like fish tank with what appears to be a hagfish in it. Now, a hagfish, for those who don't know, is a creature that produces a sort of slime. Requires constant maintenance and upcleaning. You believe that this tank hasn't been cleaned for the past 5 to 6 days. So there's like this thick layer of green floating atop of the water. And the bottom of the fish tank along the edges appears to be like this slimy algae type stuff growing up along the sides. And yes, for Gajavi, there are several corners for people to be at. Looking around, Flame, you see your contact in one of those said darkened corners. Now, as you enter, everything sort of stops. Everyone sort of stops. The music stops, the dancing stops, the conversation stops as they all turn towards the group.
Nothing to see here. Keep
Yeah.
doing what you do.
The ever familiar welcoming.
Flame!
Your-
What's this
Flame
lot
just
you brought?
Saunter up to the bar and order a drink for everyone.
Before you do so, what appears to be a dwarf kind of stumbles up to you. Flame! What sort of no good little lollygags you brought?
Excuse me. Who are you?
Oh, I'm Hamish.
You have to address the lady as such. You can't just walk in and just
He
a
looks
little bit
at
formality. It would be in place.
he
I
looks at
guess.
you, Alfonso. Then he looks at Flame, and then back at Alfonso, and then doubles over in laughter. And as he doubles, he can't stop himself as he falls to the ground, face first, still chuckling, still laughing, howling with laughter.
Then I'm looking askingly to Flame what to do about it. My lady, do you know this individual?
He's a good drinking partner of mine.
You used to drink in this? Oh, another of your
What?
secrets. I understand. I will keep your mouth shut.
The music begins again, and people go about their business. However, they do seem to be side-eyeing you, both Hilda and Nulna.
Hilda is green. She just looks really, really uncomfortable about this. She's kind of got her hands and stuff tucked in and is very gingerly trying not to touch anything.
Yeah.
Yes, you might accidentally catch something.
Yes. In fact, she kind of looks like if she could float across the floor instead of walking through it, she would be
Oh yeah, your shoes are definitely sticking to the ground.
Ugh.
The walls itself are yellowing, and not because it's old wallpaper. No, it seems to be something sliding from the ceiling.
Lovely. Nola just stands really politely and just not showing her face that she's grossed out.
But
For
Flame,
Melcher, it takes a moment for her to realize that her feet aren't sticking to the ground on account of being ghosts. And in this case, so she stops and looks down like, huh, okay.
Flame's just used to the floor.
Yep. So you make your way up to the bar, Flame, with the party in tow, right?
Yep.
Ah, Flame. The barkeeper turns to you, and it's an old man with hair that's receding as much as well, it's receding. It's grey, it's white, it's stringy like straw. You see that his left eye has been completely removed.
Yep.
So what was it? Usual?
Yes, for my companions and I.
Of course. He takes out 5 glasses, spits in each one of them, rubs it with a cloth that looks like it has never been cleaned, and fills it with some sort of dark red liquid. There you go. On the house. For that favour you did for me, boys.
Yeah, you're welcome. Any recent news? Other than the recent events that happened at the festival?
Word is, mate, that they've that the goblins were smuggled in.
I've heard that too.
So I guess there's some truth to it, eh? Anyway, drink up. Your friend's over there in that corner.
Cheers.
Roll your fortitude save.
Yeah.
Elder gingerly takes her to take a very
Everyone?
Does everyone take a drink?
There is no way Hilda is drinking from that.
Everyone who's taking a drink rolls a fortitude.
9 from Flame.
I did a 13.
Nalna, you keep it down. Meanwhile, Alfonso, it takes you a while to take that sip. Like, you have it in your mouth and you kind of like, I really don't want to swallow this, but I kind of have to, sort of thing, right?
It's very tasty.
Meanwhile, Flame takes a drink and puts her head to the side and spits it out.
And Doctor is saying that, looking at the drink, wondering if her body can even digest this.
Yeah.
Does she still, like, how much of her body still functions in this state?
Do you take the drink?
Sure.
Alright, it pulls out of the gaps of your neck.
Maybe just put cloak a bit more further around your neck so they can't see that.
Yeah. And Hilda, you don't drink, right?
There is no way in hell Hilda is drinking something from a glass that someone spat in. Like, just no.
Adds to the flavor. Anyway,
And Alfonso's going to be to turn to Hilda after he finally swallowed his sip. Hilda, you have to remember your manners. It's a gas drink, and whisper to her, "Don't do it."
Oh, I think I would not appreciate this perhaps as much as somebody else would.
Oh,
And she-
okay, fine. I forgot you're on a diet.
No diet, I just do not think I would appreciate it.
What? Think the drink is too
And
good
I
for
will
you?
take you,
A rather large, thuggish individual slides up next to you, Hilda. What, the drink not good enough for you, miss? He grabs the glass from you and drinks it.
It's just not to my taste, but I'm sure you've appreciated it.
As he exhales, it smells really bad. He has really bad breath.
Hilda takes a step back.
Yeah, that's why you don't belong in here. Maybe it's best for
No.
you and your friends get out before an accident happens to them.
For a split moment, Melcha shares her senses with her with her body, and just has this revolting taste in her. Well, what would be her mouth and throat, and starts
Yep.
dry heaving.
Yep.
Yeah. Flame's just going to saunter up to the side, build up, and look to this guy. There with me.
And what's there with you to be about? He pokes you in the chest. With like
How
a
long have
forceful
you
poke.
come to this? Yeah. Flames. Tell me, how familiar are you with how things operate in this harbour?
I'm familiar that someone lost their boat. Sorry. Raft.
Well, that's unfortunate, but what does this have to do with my lady here?
Hasn't she told you? Ah. This one thinks her to be a big river. What did you call it again? Item liberator.
You take that back.
What? Like she's gonna take her little raft back?
No, you.
Yeah, just a question. How much does Flame actually know about this guy?
Nothing. But he looks like he's also in the same profession than you are.
You seem to know a lot about me, but I've never seemed to have heard of you.
Roll diplomacy.
Sure.
He gets taken back by your comment for a second. You know what? You're not even worth my time. He turns around and stomps away.
Flame. What was that about? Also, what was in that drink? It was revolting.
You probably do not want to know.
At least some guys spit.
And that's probably the more hygienic part of it.
You. Well, that's in my.
Yeah, I better talk to my acquaintance, my friend,
Alright.
before that go.
So as Flame goes and talks to her acquaintance, Hilda, Molna, Nolna, Alfonso, and Melcha, what are you up to?
As soon as Flame walks off, I turn towards Nada.
Mhm.
She isn't a noble, is she?
I wouldn't know. I've just met her, but considering we just got told she was a what do they call it? Liberator of things. I wouldn't say so, dear.
Oh.
Very interesting noble should be that.
Alfonso, you're such a fool.
Unless she's living a double life. The one side is nobility and doing the item liberation as a hobby or a thrill.
This is also possible.
It is.
She was quite it was quite convincing, but all this doesn't end up, I guess. Whew, but does make things much easier. She's not a normal person. Whew. So I don't have to step in for her anymore if somebody is challenging her honor. Oh, I'm so relieved. Whew.
I mean, did you have to if she was a noble?
Of course. We all should have, shouldn't we?
Well, Lady Cuddlebuff seems capable of defending her own honor.
Indeed, she does.
Okay. Barkeep, another beer, please.
Beer.
You want another one?
Is this a bar, is it not?
Hilda just looks revolted.
Yeah, we got beer. He grabs your cups back and then goes over to what appears to be
can you please spare the spinning?
Yeah, alright. I'll spare the spinning. I won't clean it up for you then. He goes over to what appears to be a bag, and then he flicks a switch, and some sort of liquid pours into each cup, and then he closes the bag and then passes out. He didn't rinse the glasses out or anything. He didn't even give them a wipe out.
Well, I guess better than spitting. Cheers.
They got goon bags and Sandpoint now?
This one's made of leather, and it's a large bag, so you should be honored. Anyway, let's go to Flamino Contact. As you make your way to the contact, he nods his head. Great job with what's his face, or should I say where his face, huh?
Yeah. You talk big, but my experience, anyone who talks big and has no name are just looking to hang from the noose. Well, let me rephrase that. Shorten their career opportunities.
So, what's the plan? Do you want me to send the shipment out tonight?
Nah. Too much heat.
Right.
The town guard has doubled the watch because of the recent events.
Damn. Well, I guess we can hold it for a couple more nights. Means you'll be stuck in Sandpoint for a while.
Yeah. Well, could be worse.
Well, I better go tell the boys. You hold tight, and I'll let you know when I can. He stands up and leaves.
And could you keep an eye on that, whoever his name wasn't?
I'll keep 2 eyes on him. How's that sound?
Yeah. Appreciate it.
Now, was there any other business anyone had to attend to whilst you're in Sandpoint? As it is getting quite late. I'd say around midnight-ish at this point in time.
Yeah, look what this going to bed.
We'd very much like to clean off.
Alright. You make your way back to your regular accommodations where you've been staying. Some of you have been staying at the Cathedral, some of you have been staying at the Rusty Dragon, some of you have been staying at the Hagfish. You all rest up for the evening and have decided to meet up at a central location.
That would be at the inn.
At the end.
Wonderful.
Yeah, the Rusty Dragon.
Yep, you all meet up in the mid-morning at the Rusty Dragon, all refreshed, energized, full health, all spells, all focus points, etc., 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 etc.
Yay!
Also,
Yes.
down in the entrance room of the Rusty Dragon is a familiar-looking noble.
Hello again.
Oh, Nalna. Hey. How you doing?
How's the ankle?
Well, it's feeling a lot better. Thank you very much for asking. You know what? Maybe I should thank you for rescuing me a bit more personally.
I've gotten the message and I appreciate that. Although
You see, I was thinking about going for a hunt later this afternoon. And I'm sure someone of your impressive skill set would be able to help me out.
oh well, that's a kind offer, but I've actually got some business I need to attend to in the city. Where looking for these goblins' whereabouts to see if we can figure out how.
Oh, that's a brave endeavor, let me tell you that. It is such a brave endeavor. But doesn't someone like you need to rest every now and again?
Oh, I'm already.
Have some fun?
I have a stretch. Oh, I'm pretty well rested from last night, thank you. Full 8 hours and I'm good to go.
Fine, you can bring your friends too, if they wish to come. I'll pay for the whole thing. I'll pay for the mounts, I'll pay for the horses, I'll pay for the equipment.
That's all I told her. Maybe some other time when we're not busy.
Very well.
We've already promised the mayor that we would get on top of this. You know.
Very well. If that's the case, you know where to find me, yeah?
Okay. She walks away and kind of looks at Hilda and like, what the heck was that?
I think he likes you.
Like as in,
Seems like it.
I didn't do anything. I just.
I don't I don't know either. Like he just, which is nothing against you, by the way. Like I just don't really get what his weirdness about everything is.
Okay. Be safe and. Oh, that's the main thing. Where are the others?
Yes, we should go and find them.
Hmm.
He seems rather squishy too.
Meanwhile, Melcher and Alfonso, you have been waylaid, in fact, by a certain individual. Father Xantus, in fact.
Ah,
Alfonso and...
Better.
Melcher, yes, Melcher. Melcher. Okay, anyway. Alfonso and Melcher, we might have a problem.
what's the problem?
Well, I was taking around through the graveyard this morning for my regular rounds, but and I noticed and I found something. Something I think your team should see.
What did you find?
One of the tombs is cracked open.
It wasn't me.
No, I would assume not.
Of course it wasn't you. But that sounds horrible. Which two?
It's the tomb of the old. It is the tomb. Well, you're gonna get a kick out of this. It's the tomb of the previous caretakers. The ones that were burnt along with the cathedral, old cathedral itself. I would go take a look inside, but I heard something moving inside of there. Not sure if it's a goblin or something worse. I figured your team would be the best ones to approach it.
Why would someone raid that tomb and not someone more notable?
Your guess is as good as mine, but then again, I'm not skilled in necromancy or knowledgeable about such things.
Okay.
But I'll leave it in your capable hands. If you'll excuse me. He bows his head and then makes his way back to the cathedral.
Melchior, that's odd.
Yes.
Could it be that someone, maybe, the goblins didn't seem like they were looking for something specific. They're just rambling about and trying to get the dirty little hands on everything they could catch. Could it maybe be that somebody led them into town so he could break into this tomb?
But why put the entire town on alert and raid the tomb after the goblins have attacked and not use it whilst?
Maybe it
not
was.
do it whilst.
Maybe it was whilst this chaos was erupting, and he just noticed now.
It's possible.
We should wait for the others. I'm eager to take a look.
Well, we could go collect them now.
Right, we could. And
because what are we doing at the moment?
Jumping out of his chair and grabbing you and come on, let's go.
You've adapted rather quickly to my current state. It doesn't seem to bother you anymore.
Oh, it's fine. You're still the same person. You're a little bit. Your hands are a little bit cold now, and you're. We should definitely do something about your eyes. They're kind of scary, you know. But deep inside, you're still the same person.
Yeah, Melchior's eyes have kind of glossed over.
Yeah, we should do something about the skin before maggots come out of them. But never mind.
Look, Father has preserved my body for, he said, 2 years.
I forgot.
Hopefully, I shouldn't be getting rotten anytime soon.
What a relief! I forgot about that. No, come on.
Okay.
And I'm dragging her along.
All right. You make your way to the inside the Rusty Dragon Inn proper, where you find Hilda and Nalna kind of talking quietly. Flame is also there eating a delicious breakfast served by Miko Kajitsu herself. Your noble friend is also sitting near the fireplace, and he seems to be looking over at the two, both Hilda and Nalna, kind of like glancing over every now and again.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning. I hope everyone had a decent sleep. Interesting that I discovered that I don't exactly sleep anymore. Anyway, we have another lead.
Oh.
Apparently, someone has broken into a crypt in the graveyard.
Oh.
Has
Sure, it
any-
wasn't you. Sorry.
No, it wasn't me. I usually summon my undead directly from the negative energy plane. But once everyone's ready, we could investigate. We'll have a look into what happened at the crypt. Hopefully, it's nothing too serious. Best case scenario, we find out what's behind these goblins.
That seems like a good idea. We also probably should make sure that there's nothing leaving the crypt. No offense.
Untaken.
And why a graveyard of all places?
Well,
Then again, I've seen Stranger.
Well, crypts often have a lot of potential uses depending on what people are after. Like, could be items stored there. It could be the bodies themselves. It um, could be writings, enchantments, passages. Could be any number of things.
Yep.
Did you say a crypt? My lady, it is not a place that it is. Are you thinking about delving into such a dangerous locale? Says Algernon Foxglove as he steps into the conversation.
Well, if it's where the sheriff and the man need us to go, that's where we'll go.
Oh, you're so brave and stunning. I mean, so brave. Have you told your companions about my generous offer?
Oh, well, we're probably gonna be very busy today, so maybe I'll mention it, explain it on the way back.
Of course. And remember to make sure that whatever that dangerous thing is, he looks you deep in the eye, deep in the eye, Nalna, that you can handle this, that you got this, and I believe in you.
Thank you.
He grabs your hand and places another soft kiss upon it. Farewell, dear lady, and show those dangerous goblins what it means to disrespect your radiance.
Okay.
You kind of pull your hand back, rather, not as gently as you would like, I assume.
I just be as composed as possible and just head out the door with my party. Just go do my job. I mean, there's a bit of transference going on here.
Seeing everything that Foxglove is doing to Nala, Usha can't help but smile as she follows.
There is kind of like a flick of the lips on the undead corpse following you. It kind of goes from this to that. Like one lip kind of upturns. It doesn't look great. But regardless, you make your way to the boneyard. Sandpoint's boneyard, yes?
Oh, look, that was beautiful. Like, have you considered giving him a chance?
Look, he is just overwhelmed and had a lot of stuff going on. I'm sure it's just the fact that I rescued him that he's so smitten. It can't be like it doesn't seem what's the word? Responsible to encourage it.
Understandable. But
Look, if you want to go hunting, we can all go hunting with him for funsies later if you want, but he wants to go hunting.
so that was the offer I was talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. I don't think that he likes to hunt.
Why would he offer to go hunting if he doesn't do hunting? Isn't that what noblemen do in their spare time? I wouldn't know.
I guess he just wants to spend time with you.
Oh dear.
And hunting is just an excuse. So gross. Ugh, this guy is so gross. Ugh.
Also, you don't always know how much time you have left. Case in point.
Oh dear.
Hilda looks away awkwardly.
We'll get
Hilda's
you
not
one.
being part of that conversation.
Yeah. And like I say, you only live once.
Hilda, in fact, you arrive to the boneyard first. Standing at the entrance to the boneyard is Sheriff Hemlock.
Oh, hello.
Good day. It's good to see you here.
Ah, Sheriff, good to see you too.
Xantus told me that there was an issue in here. I'm going to go surround and check the perimeter. Hilda. No, sorry. Yes, it is Hilda, right?
Yes.
Do you mind checking further in?
Oh, of course.
You and your team?
I don't know that they're my team, but I can definitely check further in.
Listen,
And I'm
you
sure
seem
the
to be
rest
the
of us
most
will.
responsible.
Oh. And Hilda just kind of looks around.
Yes,
yes.
Yeah, that's all right. You're with the temple, and we're working for the sheriff, and so we're working for you. It's okay.
Okay.
Don't be shy about it.
Yes.
And I give you a recurring smile.
Hilda just kind of ducks her head awkwardly. And I guess we should look around then,
Now,
shall we?
the actual tomb that Xantus was saying is a bit further in, a bit to the left, and then straight ahead. If you want to focus on that area, I'll make sure that there's no other nasty, creepy things hanging nearby.
Of course. Thank
Much
you.
appreciated.
Alright. You are now not too far away from the large crypt, as you can see in front of you. A couple of gravestones lie around. Would everyone like to make me some survival checks, please? Or perception checks, sorry.
Right.
Perception checks first.
Perception?
Yep.
Perception?
I will do that.
13.
Ooh, that's a natural
22.
20. Brings me up to 27.
Wonderful.
Nice.
Hilda and Alfonso, you see several footprints around the area. Alfonso, you can recognize them as goblin footprints.
Goblins again. Here.
22 for flame.
Sorry?
22 for flame for
Oh,
perception.
yes. You can also tell that they're goblin footprints.
And I will point out for my other party members who didn't seem to notice that.
They seem to be
Yes,
heading
Moshe's probably
towards...
busy looking at the crypt itself.
Yeah. If you had a mouth, it would be drooling after all the fresh ingredients. I mean, uses. I mean, inspiration that you can gather from these area.
Oh, look at this beautiful loft.
Check out this femur. Isn't this a great looking femur? Anyway, the mausoleum is just ahead, and as you can see, the door seems cracked. Small enough for a small... the crack itself is big enough for a small creature to fit through.
Why would the goblins be interested in here, of all places?
That is the $1,000,000 question.
What's $1?
I mean, million gold. It's... You were going to say something?
Sorry.
Very
Also,
interesting
Alfonso. Sorry to interrupt. You also notice an extra thing. Lying nearby against a fence appears to be a ladder. That's where the footprints seem to be coming from and back to.
Look, guys, they came over the fence.
Well, why use the main gate to this place if you've got a ladder?
Yeah.
What's over the fence behind the ladder?
Do you make your way closer to the mausoleum?
Matt, you missed the question.
Oh, sorry. What was the question?
Is what's behind the fence where the ladder is?
Space. Empty space.
Any footprints
Oh,
behind?
yes. Yes. But they quickly disappear, as if something was sweeping from behind.
Okay. Shall we have a look at the mausoleum?
Yeah.
Why you're asking, Alfonso's eagerly going toward it already, and
Alright. Shall we? Oh dear! And I quickly follow behind.
And Moshe's likewise going up.
Same with Flame. Just checking her pistols loaded and ready.
Hilda's also moving forward. But the game appears to be paused for me, or like I can't move her, so I'm just gonna chill here.
Alright, give me a second. How about now?
Does not appear to want to move.
Alright, I'll fix that in a bit. We can move your character for you. Where would you put your mouse over where you'd like her to be?
Probably up next to Alfonso.
There we go. Alright. As you make your way closer to the mausoleum, you see words inscribed on the side. Here lies Father Ezekiel Turbans and his family. Died during the burning of the great cathedral with the date.
They gave their life for their faith, I guess.
must be awful to die in a fire.
Nona,
Yes.
what can you tell me about this person?
He was in charge of the temple before it burnt down initially. My aunt worked quite a bit with him. Would Nolan not remember anything else?
Yes, his daughter, Nuala. She was known as the most beautiful creature in Sandpoint, and she also died in that fire as well.
His daughter was quite the local beauty. She was quite a shock for the city when they all perished. Left a lot of broken hearts.
Hmm.
You need to tell me the whole story at some point. I guess it will. I will spread his legacy.
Mm.
And did the goblins play a role in the great unpleasantness?
Specifically, no.
Did we ever find out what caused the fire?
No. It is assumed that a candle was knocked off its stand.
I was quite young when it happened, and I wasn't part of the temple's ranks yet. It's just a villager.
Hmm.
She kind of just pauses, tries to collect herself for a bit before moving on.
As we approach, Alfonso would like to cast detect magic, and looking
Yes, you
around
detect
if there's-
magic. Coming from further inside. Well, faint traces of magic. As if someone had cast a spell or used a magical item inside.
I feel the residue of magic inside.
Yeah.
We should be
Interesting.
we should be ready.
Yeah.
Maybe someone did something to the corpses.
Perhaps.
I don't
Possible.
know.
Mm.
Well,
Well, I'm just going.
if
Yeah,
that's the
continue.
case, then I'm probably uniquely qualified to know what they did to the bodies.
Right.
I was
Uh,
hoping
I'm
that
s-
somebody of you three would have the right knowledge to determine what happened to you.
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, everyone ready?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna just check the door to see if it's locked or not.
It is cracked. A small creature can squeeze through that crack. However, a medium creature might not be able to fit.
I'm just checking the door handle.
There is no door handle. It is a mausoleum.
Okay.
It's a stone slab.
Okay. Flame's gonna pull out a grappling hook and rope and just sort of throw it through the crack and hook it on the slab.
Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem.
Probably move it back away a bit so she doesn't drop a stone slab on herself.
Yep.
Anyone care to give me a hand with this?
You alright?
The way you are doing it requires a really high DC, but you can absolutely attempt to do so. Who is
I'll
assisting?
have my body assist as well.
Yep.
Yep.
Who else is assisting?
Nalna's assisting.
Alright, so Nalna, Corpse, can you please roll me an athletics check and get above a 10, please? Wonderful.
Flame's probably assisting whoever looks the strongest.
I thought you were the one that was pulling the rope.
Okay. Okay, so she's pulling the rope then.
Wonderful. You get a +4 bonus on pulling that rope.
Yep. And
You pull and strain and groan. Nothing happens.
Is there any mechanism or lever or anything on the door?
Roll a perception check. Not that you see.
Okay. Okay. How intact does this stone slab seem with the crack running through it?
Not very well.
I'm leaning to plan B.
Break our way in.
Yeah. Uh, or at least make that crack possibly a bit bigger.
Am I able to telekinetic projectile some of the rubble of from this gap? Just slam some of the rubble into.
Absolutely. It takes around 10 projectiles to do so, but you do manage to create an opening for medium creatures to squeeze through. Emphasize the
What I was thinking
word
of, but-
squeeze.
What was I was thinking of as Flame just returns a few of the cartridges back to where she produced them from? But cheaper.
Do you all pull yourself inside?
How dark is it?
Dark. Well, inside the mausoleum itself, very dark. There are no windows. So the only light that you get would be from the cracks from the door.
Flame's gonna light a torch
Okay.
and then throw it in.
Okay.
I can also cast light.
As you see the light, you see two creatures illuminated by the flickering torchlight. They make their way over to the torch. They look like skeletal guards, very much the same things that Melcher summoned just yesterday.
Friends of yours?
No.
Can you control them?
I don't believe so.
Then we should take them down.
Alfonso rushes in.
No. Alfonso is going to hide behind Nana.
Fair enough.
Let's take them
Flame's just gonna
down.
produce a
Shield up.
Flame. Yeah, Flame's pulling out her rapier and pistol
Yep.
and then aiming at one of them.
It's kind of hard to get a shot in there. Especially the distance
How
you're
hard?
at. They would have cover against you.
Because the pistol's range is 40.
It's not
What
the range
increments?
I'm after.
Yep.
You have a cracked
It's-
door.
Like we have like this much space to fight through.
And they're skeletons.
Hmm.
Okay, no. It's
Yeah.
time to put your sword to some use. Is it?
An axe, actually, but yes.
Oh, axe. Sorry. Of course, I said axe. Who said about something about sword?
Perhaps we
Come
should
on, you can do
invite out. Perhaps we should invite our new friends outside.
Where we can see them.
They get bored of
And
the
they
torch
can-
and keep moving around, and they move back.
Okay.
Daytime passes.
I'm just gonna. Yeah, I'm just gonna try and taunt one of them to coming out.
How?
She's just gonna try and insult one of them.
How?
Hey, you in there? I've seen less meat on a chicken bone.
Melcher
Without
just
turning their
stares at
torso.
Flame.
Sorry.
Melcher just stares at Flame.
Without turning their torso, both of their heads go.
Elna kind of just squeezes in through the door.
There you go. You can squeeze in through the door.
Also, I know Necril. So what did they say?
They were saying, what is that flesh thing talking about? I don't know. I don't speak common. Well, neither do I. Huh.
Well, Flame's probably going to join.
Alright.
Hilda.
As you enter the crypt, that's when we'll start going to initiative, yes?
Okay.
Sounds good.
Wonderful. Alright, roll your perception checks as your initiatives, please.
Okay.
Alright. We're going to start initiative with this skeleton guard. Hilda, Nulna, as you make your way in, this skeleton guard moves up and takes a slash with its scimitar? Yes, scimitar. Does a 15 hit you?
No, it does not.
Wonderful. It's then going to make a claw strike. So it hits you with a scimitar, and then it's going to go whoosh, slice you with a claw.
Okay.
Does an 11 hit you?
Nope.
Wonderful. Using your shield, you parry the scimitar, then you parry the claw. These skeletons have turned hostile. Noticing with the corner of your eye, you see a discarded cloak that looks like it had many patches, but now has none. Melcher, you're up.
Well, having heard these skeletons talking, Melcher is momentarily confused. Like, normally this kind of undead are mindless. Yet these can talk. I like to try and go through the.
You easily pass through it.
Yeah, try and go through the gap. And actually trying to talk with them. It's like. And actually speaking in Necrol.
Yep.
Who raised you?
That's a bit of a personal question, it says. It replies. Like, are we talking like where what I was like when I was born? Like, where was I? Who my mother and father were? Or
Who reanimated you as a skeleton?
Oh, yeah, no idea.
When did it happen?
Well, you see, we came from that cloak over there.
The cloak.
Yeah, the cloak. It was like 1 minute we were nothing, and the next minute we're here, and we were told to protect this place and cause mayhem and mischief for anyone that came in here.
Think back to what Alfonso said earlier about there being.
It calls
magic
out behind
inside?
it. Isn't that right, boss? the door slowly creeps open. And with the advent of a boss battle, wandering boss monster,
Yes.
another creature slowly opens the door.
Damn you, Jasmine!
You see a corpse. It seems to be its eyes glowing with a ghastly green, and you see barnacles and seaweed attached to it, and its clothes are dripping wet. It is wielding what appears to be a great axe.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Anyway, you were saying, Melshot?
Well, I was going to do cast Read Aura on the cloak.
You were?
Yeah.
Alright. Read Aura. Necromancy.
Alfonso, I believe we found what was that you're detecting earlier. It's probably waste of skeletons, but it seems we have bigger problems now.
Bigger problems than skeleton. Why? What is there?
Can I do a religion check on this?
Yeah, of course. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a wet undead.
It seems to be some kind of zombie.
Hilda, you're up.
Hilda is going to move forward.
Yep.
She does not go through the door just yet, though. And she is going to, having, I guess, heard that, like, not understanding what they're saying, but it almost sounded like there was like a back and forth between them. I'm going to cast Daze at the one that's closest to Nulna.
Yep.
So I select that, I think, and then Daze. So
It saves.
damn it. Okay, and that's my turn.
It's unfortunate.
Yep. me.
That's it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Alright, Skeleton Guard. This one. It's gonna step forward and slash. Now you're a ghost. I'll give you a 50% miss chance for now. You're kind of invisible. It had to be a 50, didn't it?
If you're rolling, if you're wanting high, then it would be 51 plus. If you want to roll low, then it would be up to 50.
Wonderful. Then it's going to miss you regardless. It goes as it tries to hit what it was speaking at, as the blade, its scimitar, passes right by you.
Melsha freezes in shock because it's the first time something has physically passed through her.
Yeah. It's then going to try a claw this time. Also going straight through you. Flame, you're up.
probably first action would be to make use of her into the fray. One of her into fray deed thing of making a free stride towards this Skelly beside
Does difficult terrain do anything?
just pretty much says move towards.
Alright, because there's two different types of movement that you went through. So it's from up to here, and then through the door is a different type of movement. And that's difficult terrain as you squeeze through it.
Yep. Flame does have 30 foot of movement, so it's there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's within her movement.
Good.
Then she's going to try and stab a Skelly
Nice.
with her rapier.
21 hits.
Yep, so it's hit, and now it can't react to Flame shooting it at point blank range. So it takes 7 stabbing.
No, it does not.
Take some stabbing.
Yeah, take some stabbing.
And then she's going to shoot at point blank.
Alright.
And it can't react. And
Unfortunately, it goes through its rib cage, missing every bone.
Yep.
Alright, Nalna.
Mm-hmm. I'll get my axe. And take a swing at the skelly boy in front of me.
Take out your axe. You make a big swing. A 24 hits,
Is that hit?
but not critically so.
Alright, that's 10 damage.
Tell me how you do it.
Right in the middle of the skull, right down the center.
Nice. The skeleton drops to the ground.
Cool. I got some movement. Zoop. Zoop. And I think that's all I can do this turn.
Alright. Alfonso, you're up.
Okay, Alfonso will move towards the door, and I will give you a performance check. Oh, jeez. And then he will cast Inspiring Courage. And that's it.
Alright.
So you can take the spell affected and put it on your character, and should automatically give you +1 to all the nice dices.
Wonderful. Alright.
Yeah.
We go to the top of the initiative with this creature. Now, I'm going to play the card Quick Wits. Everyone who has a religion check, who is trained in religion, please roll me the religion check.
$11.
Yep.
Also, something I forgot to mention before. I have dubious knowledge, so if I fail a knowledge check, I get 2 pieces of information. One correct, one incorrect. I don't know which.
Okay.
This is a fun feat.
Alright. For Melshel. Hilda, good. Anyone else have religion checks? Nala, are you trained in religion?
Yes.
Is that me?
Yes. Are you trained in religion?
You should be. Yep.
Could you roll that for me?
Religion train, go.
Wonderful.
17.
All of you know this thing as a drogir. Risen corpses of sailors who died at sea. They reek of rot, of decay of the briny deep. Their eyes glow. Barnacles and dead sea creatures cling to their bodies. They can't speak but express their malicious emotions with gurgles, as if they were eternally drowning with lungs full of water. All they desire is to attack living creatures. Now, Melcha. One true thing is that if they hit you, you can get cursed. Another true thing is that they exclude a area of effect that curses everyone around them. Just by being in their presence, curses you. Which reminds me, can everyone roll me a will save?
Nope.
Oh.
Wait, what? Where am I?
Well then.
What does a 24 sound?
Alright. Meanwhile, still the Drogir's turn. You stepped up right in front of it, right now, no?
Yep.
I'm gonna play 2 plot twist cards.
Ooh.
Both at the same time. First one is the Agony of Defeat, followed quickly by the Black Mark.
Oh no. That doesn't sound good.
That's fine.
And we just found out that this thing can curse you. And it's a sailor.
Oh no, I'm gonna get the black spot.
And I'm going to use a Jinx point to re-roll that.
Okay.
Let me use my Jinx card. Yup. Let's try that again, shall we? Ah, that's much better.
Hopefully.
Alright, so that's a critical hit with a 26.
Yep.
It's gonna hurt.
You're going to take 16 points of damage.
Cool.
Roll me a fortitude save.
22.
Wonderful, you don't become sickened. But, as it punches you straight in the side of the face, right? You feel something festering on your cheek.
Oh dear.
It's then going to completely ignore you and make its way up to you, Flame. It's then going to raise its battle axe and try to push it right through you. Imagine that the axe is a hammer and you become the nail. Does a 22 hit you?
Yep.
Take 11 points of damage. Roll me a fort save.
Ow.
Roll me a fort save.
Yep.
Wonderful. That's the end of that person's turn. Melcha, you're up.
Ah, okay. Well, I might as well put my body to use. And I'm guessing this is my.
Yeah. Can you
Okay.
move him? Yeah.
Just checking. Yeah. Well, would like to squeeze my body past everyone into the gap.
Yep.
Um, as a act together.
Yep.
So spending 2 actions on it. 2 on me, 1 on Eidolon. Body will stride in, and I will cast Telekinetic Projectile
Nice.
Hell
on this skeleton that tried clawing me, because that felt really weird, and I don't want to go through that again.
No, completely understood.
So yeah. And bludgeoning. Yeah. Still got the. So it was just mix up between the 2 things. So that.
A 20 hits.
Fantastic.
7 points of damage. Tell me how you doing.
Well, just get a piece of rubble that's on the ground and just flee straight through the ribcage, just shattering the whole thing.
Nice. All right.
And as my 3rd action, I'll have my Eidolon try to do a slam attack on.
Yep.
And Eidolon and I share a multiple attack penalty.
You do. 16 unfortunately misses.
Ah.
Hilda.
Hi. Can I go through the door and stand the other side of Flame? Is that a movement? Within
Yes. That is 10, 15, 20.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
Yep.
And I am going to reach out, touch the creepy
With your bare hand.
sea kraken zombie thing.
Yep. With your bare hand.
I think she'd probably be wearing gloves.
Good idea.
Hilda does not really like touching things that are, strange or
Yep.
dead or gross in any way, shape, or form, and cast Chill Touch on them.
Oh, nice. He gets a fortitude save. Passes fortitude save.
Damn it. Okay. And that's all I can do.
Alright. We then go to you, Flame.
Yep. Oh, reloading strike against this
Yep.
this dead sailor that seems to have a thing against living sailors.
Yep. And 18 hits.
Yep. So
7 points of damage.
there's
Nice.
7. Yep. And then she's going to shoot it since she won't provoke an attack against shooting it.
19 hits as well.
Yep.
Takes 3
And
points of
doing
damage.
3, and it's also flat-footed now.
Nice. Oh, whoops. That one. I don't want it immobilized. I want it flat-footed. Nice.
Wait, immobilized it?
No, I didn't. No. You feel something on the side of your cheek. It feels to be almost bubbling.
Ew, lovely. I'll deal with that later. Up, smack, axe smack. Does a 26 hit? Oh, it's a nat 20.
Yes, it does. Critically so.
Hell yeah. That's a 20 damage.
Nice. Now roll me a fort save.
It's 21 damage. You didn't add to my inspire courage.
That's a critical fail.
Oof.
8.
Oof. Okay.
Alright.
Cool.
What happened?
Yep. Never mind. No, it's fine. It's fine. You'll be fine. Alfonso!
First question: can I see this creature through the crack at the door?
Yes.
What is this for ugly creature?
Oh,
Did it
wait,
just
no.
wet-
Sorry to interrupt. Could you re-roll that fortitude save for me, please, Nona?
Oh, thanks, Jazz. Where did my sheet go? There it is.
Alright, continue, sorry, Alfonso.
Oh my! That one for 8, 9.
Yep.
That's impressive.
That's a nat 20, then 2 nat 1s in a row.
That's great.
You know what happens if you roll another nat 1?
I die?
You die automatically.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Jesus.
Alfonso!
Okay, I'm seeing this creature through the crack in the door. What is this for ugly creature? Did it just wet itself? And I will cast Biting Words,
Yep.
and I'll do a wait. I target it.
Yes, please.
Yeah, and I will do an attack on it,
24 hits.
and it will.
It is still standing.
It's getting 2 sonic damage with 2d6s. That's
Oh no, you're
Very
all in
good at the
danger
adventuring
now.
thing.
and that's my turn.
Oh.
I guess.
Well, it's the
was
Drogear's
something-
turn. Hilda, it's gonna hit you with its battle great axe. Does a 28 hit you?
A 28 definitely hits me.
Wonderful.
Ooh.
Take 14 points of damage and then roll me a fort save.
Okay.
Wonderful. Then it's going to take a punch at you, Flame. You're going to
That
take
one hit.
6 points of damage and drop to the ground.
Flamey's down.
Yep, then it's going to take another punch at you, Nulna. And only just missing you. Melcha, you're up.
Matt, can I borrow your dice?
Why?
Because of what you just rolled.
No, don't worry about it.
Hmm. Okay. Well. I shall act together. My body is going to do a punch. Is Inspire Courage still up?
Yes.
Cool.
27 is a critical hit.
Oh,
Nice.
okay. 16.
Tell me how it does it.
So this does this slashing damage, even though it should have been bludgeoning. Oh. I think it's just a nice big crunch on. So just a hammer strike.
Yeah.
So yeah, nothing too outlandish. Just a nice big hit.
Wonderful. The Drolgear drops to the ground. And with that, we end initiative. Hilda, I assume you do your heal on Flame before Flame passes out?
Sure.
Wonderful. Roll me your heal thing. I'm guessing a 1 or a 3 action heal. Or a 2 action heal. Nope, 3. You probably want a 3.
3 action. Yeah, that would make sense. So what would that be? That would be
30 feet. Everyone gets 3 heal back.
okay.
Well,
Which was not particularly positive for that spell, but whatever.
Melcher, I'm going to say you can ignore it.
Yep.
Alright. As the Drolgear drops to the ground, its body falls lifeless. Hey, Nalna. The floor starts to rock backwards and forwards. Roll me a fortitude save. A 24. Okay. With a 24, it subdues slightly. But the floor still feels like it's rocking slightly, almost as if you're on the deck of a ship.
Oh, feeling a bit woozy here.
No, everything all right?
Oh, I don't know. Do I still have that gash on my cheek?
Yes.
Hey, Hilda. Do you know anything about poisons? Or curses, maybe?
Let me have a closer look at it. And she kind of like steps forward past the body.
Yeah.
What would I need to roll? I assume I'm
Occult?
probably trained. Occult. Oh, I'm not trained in that, but what?
Well,
Yeah,
then you
no
don't
idea.
know, sorry.
I have a cult.
Alright, give me an occult.
Is cultism.
With a 20, you believe, judging by the symptoms Nalna is describing, that she might be suffering from a curse known as the Mariner's Curse.
Oh.
It makes it feel as if you are always on the deck of a moving ship. Now, once per day, she has to do a fortitude save in order to stabilize herself, if that makes sense.
Is it possible to get this restored?
Yes, absolutely.
And aside from just feeling like you're on a ship, does it seem particularly harmful?
No. You might get sickened.
Nonna, how are you with your sea legs?
Well, I mean, I've never been on the ocean before. I've only been here at Sandpoint.
Well, I suppose we're going to find out soon enough. Because I have, like, this curse seems very minor. It's not dangerous.
Okay. Oh. Well then, shall we head off, or shall we keep looking for where the goblins were?
That's fine. As you delve deeper, you notice that this door here has been opened as well. And further in, you see a cracked tomb, a cracked sarcophagus.
Before we go in, I'd like to have a look at the cloak.
You might be able to recognize this as a robe of bones. Unfortunately, it has no patches. So it is not very useful.
Okay, so it's fully expended.
Yes. Now, looking at the tomb itself, the tomb that's cracked and defiled appears to belong to an Ezekian Tibayan. The smaller tomb to his right, or to his left, depending which way you're looking, is that of Nuala Turbian. Nuala's tomb seems untouched, but Ezekian has been cracked open, and there are no remains inside that tomb.
Wait, did somebody steal that body?
Does it look like something broke into the tomb?
Yes.
Into the tomb, or something broke out of
That
it?
something broke into it.
Now, what was the goblins want with this body?
And on that note, what indeed, we shall finish the game tonight.
Woohoo!
How are you guys going?
Doing well.
Wow.
Now, for successfully defeating the Drogir, not only do you get a free level 2 item, thanks to our lovely chat, who have awarded us a level 2 hype train. This is a permanent level 2 item that the party must decide on. But you also will get a cool magic item from this Drogir, which I shall come up and tell you what it is next time. So let me write that down. A Drogir item. It's going to be a cool item, because that is the benefit of boss battles. You go through a difficult boss, you get a cool item. How are you guys going?
That was a fun session. Thank you very much.
Wonderful. Let's do a round table, shall we? We're going to start off in the opposite order in how we typically start off. So we're going to start off with Gajavi, who plays Malcha. How did you go for tonight?
Oh, went well.
Did you have any favorite moments?
I think a particular highlight would be the mistaken identity on Flame and how Alfonso just ran with it.
I know, I love that as well. Yeah, I really like how plot twist cards can do that. Tasriel, how'd you go?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. It was great, like I
Yep.
said.
Yeah,
I guess my favorite moment was the whole start where Matcha's body finally stand up without warning, and everyone was, "Oh no, it's doing it again!" Traumatizing us even more. Thank you, Gajavi.
You're welcome.
Well, that's half the fun, isn't it?
Yeah, it was great. I had a lot of fun with it.
Sandpiper, Flame, how'd you go for tonight?
I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yep. Did you have any favorite moments?
Probably the whole mistaken identity.
Yep. That was
I
pretty
figured,
fun, wasn't
well,
it?
yeah. And I figured, well, it's working in Flame's favor, so why not? Why correct the person in question?
Yeah, you might as well keep it, right?
Yeah, roll with it.
Yeah, exactly.
And also how Alfonso just assumed that as well.
Yeah, exactly. Next would be Nightingale. How'd you go for tonight?
Yeah, really good. Good first session for me.
Yep. Did you have fun?
Yeah.
What did you think
Actually,
of the
it's
story?
Yeah, all right so far. Interested to see how the goblins and the undead connect.
You forgot one of the most important parts.
Mm-hmm.
Algernon Foxglove. I think he's taken a shining to you.
Yeah, I noticed. That was very interesting. I wonder how further along this is going to go with the story, if it's part of the main story or it's just a little thing for today. We'll see.
We'll find out. And last but not least, Ross, how'd you go?
Yeah, I had a great time. It was really fun. I think I'm slowly coming to grips with the character sheet, so that's great.
That's good.
And yeah, I think my favorite bit was also just the mistaken identity thing. Like, that was just hilarious.
Yeah, that was pretty cool, wasn't it? Alright, also, can we get a link for Realm of Ross as well? I mean, she's on our table. We might as well send people over to her channel as well.
Thank you.
She does a lot of incarnate sort of stuff, map making stuff. Definitely more talented than I am, so make sure you head on over to Realm of Ross. Now, I have been your generous host, all things fantasy, and you can find me in a range of different places. You can find me on Discord, you can find me on YouTube, you can find me here on Twitch, funnily enough. We have a Patreon, we have a bunch of other stuff, and it's really cool to be here and hanging out with you all. If you want to catch up and see what I'm up to, Discord will be the place to go. Purely because that's where I'm active, that's where I'll see everything. And if you tag me in something, I'm most likely going to poke my head out of the hole that I'm in and go, oh yeah, I can help with that. So make sure you head on over to the Discord. That is the main event. Also, every now and again, I'll ask for people to come play games with me. So if you want to play games with someone, I can be your guy. I can be your game guy. So head on over there for that. Next time I'm live will probably be Monday, hopefully, if I get my butt into gear and finish off this assignment I'm working on. It'll be a Shadow of Mordor game, which is pretty cool. So head on, if you like the sound of that, please come on by. Yeah, I think that's everything, isn't it? Now, I'm trying to find someone for us to raid. Unfortunately, it's not a great time for Australians. There's not a lot of things happening. I think we're the only group playing Pathfinder at the moment. Oh, what's this? Oh, someone called Dingo. Yeah, he sounds like an Australian streamer. Let's go say hello to him. I'm not sure what he's about, but we can go say hello anyway, can't we? Now, as we go raiding, what do we do, my friends?
We release the birds.
That's right. If you have access to the Burb raiding mode, make sure you spam that in their channel, yeah? And if you don't have the Burb raiding mode, any Burb will do. So, I'll get the raid up. I'd like to give a massive shout out to everyone who contributed to the stream. I'm talking to you, Jasmine, Secondhand Samurai, Schoolie, who also donated us quite a lot of things for Jinx points and hero points. You're incredible. The bits, the subs, the everything. You guys, my lovely audience. You're all amazing. It's so much fun with you guys here in chat, and I'm glad you can hang out with me and spend a Friday night with me. It's a lot of fun. Thank you to my lovely players. Thank you to my lovely chat, and let's head on over, yeah. So from everyone from here at All Things Fantasy, from me to you, have fun. We'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.